What's up? Welcome back, everyone. It took me a while to get the stream started this morning. Apologize about that. First fair value gap at 931. Price traded into it. We just took a sell off that price there, and there was sell side here that it just took out. And then we're aiming for this sell side here. So what we got right here to stay in the trade is this order block here, preferably this wick. I would like to see price keep below that wick and not close in. We can still close into the order block here, but like just to see price reject off that, or at least not a full body close above it. And then we're targeting, like I said, down here. So we just need to throw that all away. Here we go. Start fresh. We were trading up. We took out London's liquidity at 4 o'clock to 7. Then at 8 o'clock, we traded up, taking out 7 o'clock liquidity. It's like we might get stopped out here. See if we can get a rejection here. If not, we'll just take the trade off, or it'll stop me out. Yeah, it stopped out. That's okay. I think we're just gonna go for this area. Start looking for buy side. Alright, and we will buy one here. So basically, we might buy one here as well. This is just gonna become inverse fair value gap, hopefully. Hopefully. So that's kind of what I was looking for. If we can have a price go up above it, come down into it, and then reject off of it. But it might not happen either. Oh, looks like we're just gonna continue to grind lower. Which is okay.
Shake that.
I did.
Okay.
There is some news today. FOMC at 2 p.m. Yeah, I did not respect that fair value gap at all. Except here. But I think I'm just gonna sit on my hands for right now. Alright, so we're gonna have to reduce risk, trade with still just one contract. I think it's like a mini or a micro contract that I'm trading, but Just looking at the gap, the 50% level of the daily, or what would it be? I need to put it here at 9 o'clock. So yeah, there is not a lot of gap to date either. Right.
I'm gonna need this one.
Sell one here. It's a really bad fill, but that's what I get for not putting a buy limit order. It's a really bad fill, my goodness. I'm getting stopped out again. Almost the 10 o'clock, 9:50 to 10 o'clock macro. It looks like we're gonna push through out of here. I'm just gonna wait. This is a really bad trade that I'm in, not quite honestly. Just really bad feel that or at least the market order was really bad. I think I might just exit the trade. Yeah. So basically we entered in off of the premise of this fair value gap here that formed, and then using the 9 o'clock opening gap here that formed. That's why we took a sell at this area. I took it off. Yeah, I just didn't like the way it looked, honestly. It's not really showing any momentum. They're just um kind of lollygagging around. Like it's spending too much time in here. Should reject off that. So I'm gonna look at a higher time frame to get like maybe some levels. So, like I think this one right here, price could trade into as a target. It's just trading in between these two. This is an order block, and it's just trading in between these two. There's also a gap right here. See how price is just wicking above it constantly. Never really closing the body fully. A lot of stuff going on right here. So it's pretty congested. Pretty congested. Alright, there we go. It's pushing down. Excuse me. Got allergies and my nose is stopped up. So I use this GAN box to kind of price out my order blocks here, since we're kind of sitting on our hands at the moment. Basically this is the 25% retracement, 50%, and then 75. It just shows you the levels that price can trade off of within a order block. Usually you'll want to see it stay above the 50%. As far as body goes, it can make down into the 75, but you like to see it stay above the 50% of the order block. I'm gonna take a buy here. If we lose this trade, then I'm gonna be done for the day, and then just probably do the institutional order drill, where I just start taking a trade off everything that I see, like an order block or a fair value gap. Alright, so we're getting back up in here. What I'd like to see is this to form a fair value gap. See if we can break above these levels here. It's kind of what we're watching for, a good strong price movement to break above the 930 opening gap. It's what we would like to see. I'm gonna move my stop to break even, because if this is gonna go for me, it's really gonna go. We've already rejected off of this once. I'd like to see this gap stay open. See if we can break through this. I'm sorry guys, this was not the order block. This was right. That was right. Well, we'll see if that price can hold, or that little gap can hold this price from going below it. Give me 1 sec here. So it just wicked inside this gap here. I'd like for it to see not to be closed. I'd like for it to remain open. We're gonna need, at least in the next 2 candles, a strong push out of this to sell side, or to buy side. There we go. Maybe a push out of this. Still have this opening day gap to get through. Or not opening day gap, the fair value gap, first fair value gap to get through. So we're just waiting to see what to do. Look like we are finding some rejection off of this, off of the gap here. Once, twice. Except this time I didn't. Hopefully we can make a body close out of this. There we go. If I had more than one contract, I would take first partial here. I only have one right now. I think we'll probably shoot for yesterday's high. See if we can get that. It's finding it hard to break through that. Just being patient. Crude oil at 10:30. Here's our full body close. Hopefully we can get that above this. There we go. like for us to see us to push into yesterday's high. But we might not get that. See what it does at this level here. Yeah, we're gonna have to exit the trade. Alright, well, we made $21 back. Covered one of our losses. It's really choppy today, so I think I think we could bounce off this and go all the way to the yesterday's high, but I'm just gonna wait. Alright. Alright, I think I'm done for the day. Probably do some practice maybe later on. Institutional order flow practice where just buy, sell, but as far as real trading, I think I'm just gonna set out for the rest of the day. Cause price was happy. So alright guys. Well, I'm gonna sit out for the rest of the day and practice some discipline. Alright, catch you guys later. You guys